Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. So this morning, I want to invite you into a very small political discussion in a much larger spiritual opportunity. So about 4 years ago, the president at that time talked all about building a wall. And there was a lot of bravado, there was a lot of ego, a lot of swagger, a lot of dark energy wrapped around that for most people. Well, you know what? Here we are 4 years later. I think there was a little bit of a wall, tiny little wall that was built. And you know what? So there you go. But I do believe that wall today stands as a metaphor. And I've been thinking about what that wall asks us of today. Given all we've been through this last 4 years, given all we've been through this last few days, wouldn't it be interesting if we were saying, you know what? Thank goodness that wall wasn't built. And now, could we use that wall and see it as a mirror? You know, just actually look at that wall and go, oh my goodness, it's now a mirror. And I'm looking at myself. We're looking at ourselves, all of us, left, right, liberal, conservative. The wall that was not built now is a mirror. Everything that it was going to be about, everything it was going to stand for. And now here we are, getting a chance to look at ourselves on the other side of this election. Still, yes, a lot of tension, a lot of stuff going on, but ultimately, I believe so strongly that love has won, and now that wall becomes a mirror for all of us. You know, beyond right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I want to meet you there. And that's what Rumi said thousands of years ago. What Lincoln said, we are not enemies, we are friends. That mirror has an opportunity to have us look deep within ourselves. We look at ourselves right now. Some of the stuff that came up for me over these last few weeks and months and years, based on how I felt about what was presently going on, as I look back at it, what happened during that time. I look at what's happening right now. A lot of broken people, a lot of angry people, a lot of people who are still encouraging divisiveness and hate. But much more of us are looking in the mirror and saying, okay, that was that. And the beautiful thing about human beings is that we, as spiritual beings in the human form, get a chance to look and we get a chance to examine. And then we do get a chance, if we're open to it and courageous enough, to discern. Discern what we loved, what we learned, what we like, and what we didn't like. What we learned from what we didn't like. I'm calling myself for to look deep in that mirror and examine some of the things that were coming up for me. I'm going to do my very best to let go and dismiss and forgive myself for some of the shortcomings I had, some of the judgment, some of the anger, some of the displaced stuff. But more importantly, I'm looking at you in this mirror with me. And so grateful that we stood for what we stood for and continue to stand. But I think as we look in this mirror, we realize how much work is still to do. A mirror never lies. It reflects exactly what we put into it, what it sees. So I would love for us to stand with a strong back and a soft front and look softly at ourselves right now, to help us look softly at everyone, left, right, liberal, conservative, all faiths, all races, all orientations. Let us just look until we soften. You know, it's beautiful. You can begin looking with glaring eyes and eyes of contempt and eyes of judgment. But I think as you continue to look, it's almost like a physiological, emotional, spiritual transformation. Staring eyes, glaring eyes eventually become soft eyes. And that's what I've been doing these last days. Softening my gaze. So when I soften my gaze towards myself, I can then look away from the mirror and go out in the world. Go here, go there, see him, see her, see them with those same soft eyes. Because they are a mirror for us all. Spiritually speaking, they say the eyes are the opening to the soul. It's time to use the mirror of these last 4 years, maybe longer, to examine, learn, and grow. And love, and release, and become. It's a beautiful time to release and allow and become. It's a beautiful time to be remembering who we really are. Love. Love unleashed. Love that knows no color. Love that only knows that we are alive to the degree that we serve. And we serve most from our hearts. No filter. Just clear channel of acceptance and openness and encouragement for us to become common humanity once again. So with that, the removal of the wall, the appearing of the mirror, and then the opening to all. Much love, all blessings. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.